So it's day 3 for me here in Lanzarote. It's gonna be a good day. So I'll take you through the first few days. So on the first day I arrived, got here like late morning, got into the apartment, got some food, got some lunch, and then I did like an hour and 45 easy spin, just literally up onto the top of the island and then spun it easy back down. And then after that ride I did about 40 minutes just run off it. As I mentioned in the last video, I've been having a bit of a run niggle, but it's sort of due to tendonitis, so actually when the tendons are nice and warm, that niggle doesn't seem so bad, so it's actually quite good to like pair things up like that. Yesterday was Wednesday, I did a 6k swim in the morning, and then I finished yesterday with sort of a longish ride, so 112k. Nice loop for like the South Island, some of like the 70.3 course. Yeah, so that was really nice. And then now it's Thursday and I'm off to the pool, so I will take you along today. Okay, so that's a 5.4 kilometer swim done, just nice and steady. Gonna head back now and then jump out on the bike. Let's go. So I've been truly awful at documenting the training camp so far, but I've got a run plan today, so I'll try and add some of that in. Yeah, it's been a good little camp. I'm on day 9 of the camp, and I basically got today a 6k swim, an easy, I think it's easy about 55 minute run, and then I want to spin on the bike just to finish off the camp. I don't want to do anything stupid on the last day, because I had a pretty big day yesterday. So yesterday was yeah, pretty big day. So I went for just an easy 4 mile 6.5k run in the morning just to shake out the legs. Didn't want to do it off the bike, as I said on the previous video. I did have a bit of a run niggle in my knee before coming out on this camp, so I just wanted to do that pre-bike, just so that I don't potentially, you know, do it as a brick run and then cause an injury. So did a little easy jog and then got out on the bikes, went out with Laura Addy. We did 5.5 hours, and I think it was 167 kilometers. Just sort of nice steady aerobic pace. I put in one little 4-minute effort, but yeah, other than that it was pretty controlled the whole way around. And then I finished the day I finished the day with just a really steady swim in the sea. First open water swim of the year, and I was surprised at how warm it was. So yeah, really good. I will, before this video ends, I will go through sort of like the camp totals in terms of how many meters I swam, how many kilometers I biked, and also how much running I've done, which has probably been the best part, because before I came out here I was barely running. I think last week alone I managed 50 odd K. So yeah, it's positive moving forward. And yeah, off for some. Okay, so jump forward a few days. It's actually the weekend now. I flew back from Lanzarote on Thursday. As you probably saw me say about a minute ago, I was pretty bad at documenting the training while I was away. So obviously the key focuses of training camp, the training itself, recovery. So with those things basically came the I guess the added stress of trying to get the content as well. So I have got some pictures, which hopefully you'll either see on my Instagram, or I'll post a few pictures up on this as well. I just wanted to quickly run through how long I was there, how many sessions I did, how many hours I trained, and then yeah, a bit of a sort of I guess it's a debrief on how I thought the training camp went. So first off, I was there. I flew on the 1st and I came back on the 10th. The 1st and the 10th were both sort of like half days, because obviously traveling out and then traveling back, so you kind of you're not able to train that much during those days. So I had sort of, I guess, 8 full days of training. And with those 8 days, I kind of did accumulate quite a lot of training. So I think in 8 days, I did 23 hours of cycling. I did about 5 hours of running, I think it was in total, which, coming back from an injury, I'll talk about that in a second. I didn't want to go overkill on that, but I thought it was important to, yeah, just build back slowly. And then swimming wise, I think I was on about 11 hours for I think it was 9 days I swam. Sorry, 8 days I swam, because I didn't swim the day I got there and I didn't swim the day I left. So overall, pretty good volume. As I said, on the way out, I had a run niggle. I wasn't feeling great about cycling either. I was getting a bit of aggravation in the side of the kneecap as well. So my main aims for the training camp weren't just like fitness. They were mainly to come back in a better place than I was when I left, which I think I did really successfully. So the first couple of days I did have irritations on the knee. I trained, but I was very aware that I didn't want to overdo it as well at the beginning of the camp. And then actually as the camp progressed, the knee started to improve, because with tendonitis, actually the tendons do like movement and they want movement. So that was really, really exciting to actually get to the end of the camp and come back now, where, you know, it's the weekend now. I put in a long run, which I haven't been able to do for a few weeks. So I'm feeling really positive about where I am, with just over 7 weeks now. Just over 6 weeks now till Ironman Texas. So yeah, it's a good place to be. One of, I guess some of the highlights were, I managed to do quite a lot of some sessions in the 50-meter pool. So I normally train majority 25-meter pool back home. So to do like a full consistent period in a 50-meter pool, I'm hoping that's gonna have had a benefit. I managed to bank a couple of 6K sessions, a few 5K sessions, a little bit of threshold. So I got, in terms of what the swimming aspect, I got a really, really good little block. The running was all easy. I think I did a little bit of a build on a slightly longer run, just to sort of test the knee a little bit, and that actually felt really strong. But for the most part, I was just aerobic running, just trying to rebuild the engine. And then on cycling, again, the majority was just base miles, getting out, riding in the TT position outside when the wind allowed it. So the wind was pretty bonkers. But within that, I got, I think, 4 rides of around 3 hours. A couple of them were just over 3 hours. And then I also banked a 5.5 hour day where we did, I rode with Laura Addy and we did 167 kilometers. So the majority of like the Ironman bike route, which is basically a loop of the island. So yeah, that was really exciting. So moving forward, I've got a few things that are going to be coming your way in terms of content creation. Lanzarote was pretty warm, 21, 22 degrees some days. And I'm moving into sort of like Texas, where the temperature could be 25, 26, 27 degrees. Heat acclimatization is going to be quite a key thing. So I'm in the heat chamber at Swansea University, starting this week coming. So hopefully going to bring you some of that content, talk a little bit more about why we heat acclimate, the protocol that I'm using, and then how that then hopefully is going to boost my physiology, but also my tolerance to heat, and then improve performance. So stay tuned. Sorry for the broken video. I hope like little parts of this video you've enjoyed, like seeing some of Lanzarote, seeing some of the content, seeing some of what I was doing basically. And then my key now moving into race season is to actually give someone else the camera a lot more, instead of me vlogging, but actually give people the camera and try and document some of these races, to get you guys a little bit more information. And if you like some of the events I'm doing, you know, that hopefully gives you guys more of an insight before doing the event, things like pros and cons, but also in terms of like my pro racing, but documenting where I'm stacking up, where I need to improve, you know, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, click subscribe, click the follow button, the little bell icon, so you know when a video is coming out, and stay tuned for more content coming your way soon. Cheers.